Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear's Workshop. In this video, it's going to be a quick little one about having to bring the Cadillac in for some door alignment issues. So stay tuned and let's see what we had to do. In this picture, you can see the top of the door at the B pillar. The door is just a little bit lower than the back door. Just another angle, you could see how the chrome strips don't line up. And then on the next picture, you can see here, this is the top of the door and the gap between the door and the back driver's side door. It's quite a difference there. And here's a look at the bottom chrome strip, and you could see how it's 1/4 of an inch lower than the back door, which tells you that it's out of alignment. And then on the last picture here, you can see how far it's sticking out. So, and that's with the door closed. It looks like this door is open, but that door is actually closed. So, you know, that's why we brought it in. All right, I don't know if you can hear this, but there's wind coming through here as we're driving, because the door is not sealed properly. So if you look at it, you can almost see it shaking. Can you see the shake? Now granted, I'm going a little fast. You see that? Do you see that? Now granted, we're going a little fast. Let's get the odometer. But that's the only door that's shaking right now. So we're bringing this into Cadillac to see if they can fix this. Okay, so we've gotten the Cadillac back, and here's our angle, and it's really nice. Not our angle, but our line. It's really straight, and it's gotten to the point where it's so straight that now when we go over to the other side sucks. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so here's the passenger side, and now when we look at it, now this one seems to be out of whack. Though I don't know if there's any road noise. I don't think that they did anything on this side to make this one lower, but I swear it wasn't this bad. But you can see that this is a jump, this is a little cliff to jump off of. So I'm gonna be taking this for a test ride at high speed in another couple weeks, and I'll check to see if this door rattles, and if this one starts to rattle, then I'm gonna bring it back. Otherwise, I think I might just live with this and try not to look at it, but now it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be one of those OCD things. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether I should get this repaired while it's still under warranty. I got about 6,000 miles left. So all this panel alignment and fitment stuff brings me back to like 30 years ago when I first moved out to Arizona. I got a job at a Toyota car dealership, and I was selling cars. I did that for like 6 or 9 months. Sold tons of cars, but I never built any. So it was one of those things where I sold cars to people that didn't have any money. But I learned a lot of things about cars. I learned a lot of things about car sales. But one of the things I learned about cars was they taught us in our training to compare the lines, the panel lines on the cars on the Toyotas. And they would tell us that take a Toyota Corolla, which sold for like $7,000, or like a Tercel, a Toyota Tercel, $7,000 car, base model, no air conditioning, rubber mats, and I said, show that car to the car they drove into, or any of the fanciest car that might be parked next to in the parking lot. And I remember there was a Cadillac, one of those 2-seaters, red, and the guy used this as an example. He's like, look at this Tercel and look at the body lines on both sides. And we'd go to the hood, and we'd go to the lines on the hood, and we'd show both sides of the hood and say, see how those are perfectly in line. And then they go over to the Cadillac, and the Cadillac would have 1/4 of an inch on one side and 3/8 on the other. I mean, something that it was blatantly obvious that they weren't lined up. So now that we're looking at the doors, I thought about that story, so I wanted to share that with you because it was a selling point. The $7,000 Tercel had better panel alignment than the $40,000 Cadillac. So now I'm looking at this, and I can see, like on this A pillar right here, it literally catches on this side. Go to the other side, it just flows right over. It's just smooth. Right next to us, we have a Lexus, and if you look at the panel alignments, they match up from the hood on this side to the hood on this side. They're perfect. These cars, 30 years ago, the Toyotas and the Lexus were put together with computer alignment. We're 30 years away from that And I don't think GM is actually still doing that. I think they're doing it blindfolded still, because this is not lining up. I look at my hood here. It's a 2019. That's a 2014. And the cars that we were showing were 1991s, and the Toyotas were perfect. You've got this panel alignment. I think it's a little bit wider. I didn't take out a gauge and measure it, but I think it's visible. I know that it's visible up here with this door actually coming up to it, and just right like this. Let's take a look at the other side. And this one here is smooth. Let's take a flat edge and look at that. Let's take out a card of some sort. You can see how this just goes up, and it's, for the most part, it's even. Now I don't know if you could see that, but there's a gap right there where this panel right here, and you can see the shadow where it's casting the shadow, because this is not smooth. This is not lined up very well. This Escalade's never been in an accident. Panels are not lined up. Doors already had to have been adjusted. Passenger door, maybe it could be adjusted again. But just wanted to show you some of the fitment issues that you might see on this car. We've got the door fix here. We're going to check the other door in a couple of weeks when we're able to drive over 100 miles per hour semi-legally. So if there's more, we'll make another video. If not, it's just something to keep in mind. Just wanted to let you know how easy it was to get the door fixed under warranty, and what you might expect from quality on a Cadillac. Little disappointed, but at least it got fixed. Some of it did. All right, well, hey, thanks for watching. If this video was helpful to you in any way, go ahead and hit that like button, and then hit the subscribe button. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.